Right guys, quick 5-minute one on dialogue. There's a few ways you can approach this. I'm on the second scene of Blackmagic musical, and it's the breakdown and it's a dialogue part. In VibeVoice multi-speaker mode, and this is, just to be clear, this is the Enemy XNet version, and it does take a bit of fiddly go to get it installed. You have to downgrade transformers and make sure you've got bits and bytes up to date, but it's worth it because this is one of the best there is, and I found it to be the best. And provided you're using legal voices, it does a really good job of it with just like less than a minute. You can do it with 10 seconds, but I tend to do about a minute. And then you can add in each number there represents the speaker slot, so you can do it that way. And here in AIMS I try and saving it that way out, but I actually don't need to this round, but I did it that way. And then you've got all those, but I found it wasn't working quite as well with that many. Normally I'd split that into a few goes, but they're not all talking. If it was a conversation I'd do that, but they're not in conversation. This is in separate shots that comments get said, so I don't really need it. So what I've done is bypass group noise there, so I've switched to the single mode and I've taken all that numbering out in that case, and then I'm using the one voice and the selections from that. I'll take all the bits, all the things she's going to say, put them in a single line, and then once that's done I'll load them up into Audacity, and this is free to download and I highly recommend it. And what you can do then is, instead of having, you want to cut it up, so you want to go through each bit. So here we go, like this one.
You have got to be joking.
Yeah, that'll do fine for what I need. So you can actually export selected audio, and then I'll just name it like that, and with the version that it came from. And then that's insane level of MP3, 320. I use Reaper for this as well, but it's a bit more complicated. Audacity will do fine. What I've got here is, in the bottom section, I've got a 10-second, the ambient. So 10 seconds of ambience, which if you've watched any of the other videos, you'll know that to get dialogue to work with LTX 2.3, sometimes it won't do the mouth movements if you've just got a short amount of dialogue like I've got here. So the way we get past it is by using some ambient room sound or location sound, and I've reduced it to about minus 40 lufs, so it's quite quiet, but it's audible enough to be present. This might be a little bit too loud, but I'll use it as an example anyway. And that's what you just heard there. What you've got here is just a very short piece.
I'll get another drink, please.
That you might recognise from the shot. Then this one, I need to get this guy up here, the barman, saying, "Certainly, sir." So all together, select, deselect. You can, take solo off, so they're all unsoloed. Select all.
I'll get another drink, please.
Certainly, sir. And you get the idea. So that's going to be 10 seconds, and that's going to be the audio I need to drive the lip sync in my video. So how do I get that out of there? Well, set it to 44.1, which is the frequency rate. Song rate. I don't know what you call it. And then with everything selected, so you go select all. Tracks, mix and render to new track, so you get that. So all those three get rendered to here. You can deselect that, solo it, play it just to make sure.
I'll get another drink, please.
Certainly, sir. That'll do it. And then you export that out as, I tend to do it as an MP3, insane levels, and that should be job done. You've got what you need.
I'll get another drink, please.
Certainly, sir.